get right into reacting, man. How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? It almost kind of messed up, but it's cool, man. It's cool. Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I know the tip was moving. But anyways, y'all, repeat myself one more time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all know what to do, man. And anyways, y'all, let's get right into reacting. Let's stop wasting time. Let's go. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join the humble nation, because hey, I'm a chill guy. I'm not a disrespectful guy. I'm not a type of I'm not like these type of people, whatnot, but I'm a chill guy. You could tell me anything. I'm the type of guy to I'm a type to listen to people, I don't talk to many people, or yeah, basically that. But I don't talk to many people. I feel like people can trust me with anything, but at the same time, I have to earn your respect in order for me to earn your trust. But at the same time, enjoy the video. That's what you're here for. Let's go, man. Anyways, yo, we're gonna be reacting to Exil and Playboy Chick take over an entire battleship, saving it from insane hijackers. This is about to be, hold on, yo. There we go. This is about to be insane, I think. I never seen this movie in my life. I think it's featuring Steven Seagal, if y'all know who that is. But man, I only watched like 1 or 3 movies of Steven Seagal, but let's see this, man.
Welcome back to Motion.
I think there was one that he did that was against zombies. I still remember.
Under Siege.
Wow.
Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care.
This movie looks so familiar.
In the captain's cabin.
I think I have seen the other movie, one of his first movies. I think it's called.
Nah. Must change into his dress uniform.
I think it's Above the Law. I heard that movie. I think I seen it, but I don't remember like watching it.
Telling the captain he has 50 gallons of bouillabaisse.
But it sounds so familiar because it's I think one of his first famous movies.
Until the ceremony is over. When Casey is gone, Krill asks the captain why he tolerates the clown of a cook, and the captain says he has no idea and should let it be. The news explains how.
And another thing is, I heard good things about him. I heard bad things about him, so I would say both sides.
And embark for San Francisco for her final voyage, where her weaponry will be removed, dismantled, and never fired again.
Ooh.
All the while in the kitchen, Casey and other cooks are joking around and having a good time. That evening, they set sail. A sailor says Krill ain't running the ship.
Fun fact, I think I've never been in a boat in my life, ever. Wow.
Playboy magazine, saying she's the surprise.
Honestly, if I'm being honest enough, I never, ever been in a boat. Never been in a boat, never been in a cruising ship, ever in my life, ever. Another thing is that, I'm not saying I fear it, but airplanes I try to avoid as much as possible. But, I'd rather be in an airplane than being on the water,
And if he doesn't like that,
especially if you don't know how to swim.
The Marine says it's a surprise, so he can't speak to the captain. And Casey replies neither the captain nor he likes surprises, and they leave. The other cooks say Krill will skin him alive, and Casey responds ironically he's shaking real bad on the thought of Mr. Krill. In the captain's cabin, the captain has summoned Krill, ordering him to explain why they plan to land a helicopter without his authorization. Krill says Admiral Bates
I feel like his height is also kind of, I don't know,
the helicopter
because when it comes to him fighting a villain, trying to fight other guys, I feel like they have to be almost the same height or something like that.
Except Casey.
Because you can tell by his height difference, it's like a little bit weird, man.
Casey pushes him, and Marines yell he can't strike an officer, after which Casey remarks that wasn't striking, and shows them what striking an officer really looks like. Krill orders them to put him in the brig.
Wow, that man bleeding.
They'll need the captain's approval.
Okay, there's somebody his height.
Them to lock him in a meat locker. Krill
oh, nah, no way they're gonna lock him up like that.
Psychopath that hates America, saying that if Casey tries to escape, he should shoot him in the head. Meanwhile, the helicopter is arriving.
I feel like in these days he just don't care, but according to his height, I think it's like 6'7". Wow.
She replies she just hopes she doesn't throw up. They land the helicopter, and as Jordan steps out of it, the Missouri crew is watching on and cheering at the sight. Commander Krill receives her and leads her and the rest of the people that came on the helicopter to inside the ship. Simultaneously, Casey yells and
probably
asks
have to
Private
blur
Nash
that
if it
part
isn't
out.
strange they put him there instead of in the brig, but Nash ignores him. People welcome Jordan on board, and Krill tells her not to let the guys bother her, leading her to the wardroom to change. William appears, and Krill asks him if he's lost, telling him to set up the band. Krill then gives Jordan some pills for her motion sickness, saying the cake will soon be ready, and leaves her to go put on his party dress. Jordan goes into a room, remarking she must be nuts, and then takes several motion sickness pills. In the kitchen, Casey yells to Private Nash he must take out his pies from the oven. Upstairs, the party is starting, and William is
Oh, that's a
singing.
lot of chicken.
Private Nash says he has orders not to talk to him.
That's
and
a lot.
Casey explains to him while trying to get loose that he could be held accountable for doing this, telling him to go ask the
mean,
captain
I
if
was
it's
gonna say
acceptable to
pork.
have him in there. The party continues,
But I think there
and
was
people
mashed
go around the
potatoes.
machine
Yeah, they got that as
serving
well.
food. Suddenly,
They're kinda like
Commander Krill
cookies a
appears
little
having
bit.
put on women's clothes, and people
I
comment
swear,
how
I
ridiculous
think
he
I've
is.
been
Krill
to.
yells he will now go and
I don't know if it was a wedding or a
asks
friend's
where Chief
wedding. I
Casey
don't
is,
remember,
and Marines
man.
tell him he's locked in the kitchen. Private
But
Nash
them
remarks
cookies
there's smoke
were
coming from
were
somewhere,
expired,
and Casey
man.
yells
I
to
don't
him again
remember. I
to
think it
take
was a
his eyes off
birthday
the oven.
party, but them cookies
Krill
were
arrives at the
bad.
captain's cabin,
They were
and once
terrible,
inside,
man.
he tells the captain he's his date. In the party room,
I mean, honestly, I
William
had to
asks
eat
who is
either
the
way,
highest ranking
but
officer.
wow,
And as the operations
they were
officer,
bad.
third in command stands up. William picks up a gun and shoots it, and suddenly people pick up weapons everywhere. At the same time, Krill picks up a gun, killing the captain. and the Marine guarding the cabin.
That was
In the machine
unexpected.
room, they shoot and drag the sailors away.
Oh,
Casey yells he hears gunfire and tells
Is that
him to climb
Bean?
the bridge to see what's
That looked
going
like
on.
Mr. Bean.
But Nash remarks it's just
Huh?
music, and Casey replies he must have shit for brains, ordering him to call the captain.
now I'm being honest, that looked like
Meanwhile,
Mr.
the
Bean a
ship's
little
crew is
bit,
brought
man.
down into the ship.
Hold
One
on.
crew member tries to resist,
Oh.
but is shot. William kills another
Ah,
crew member and tells them all that they'll kill anyone who resists and the person next to them. They are locked inside. a
man,
large
I'm being
empty
honest.
car.
If they were the
Until
same
the
height
door.
as Steven Seagal, I
Next,
feel like
all guards
wow.
outside are killed or taken. In the captain's cabin.
I mean, they
as
can make it
William
like that if they
appears,
wanted
Krill
to, you
starts
know.
reading the captain's notes on his behavior on the ship. having
It's because it
become
looks
increasingly
weird, like, you
hostile
know,
to the
as
crew
him
and
as a
recommends
superhero against a
psychological
little,
evaluation.
you know,
Nash
guys
states
under
he
his
thinks it
height.
looks
It's
like
like
he needs
weird,
a
man. I
psychological
see it weird in my
evaluation,
opinion.
And William answers not at all. Next up, they break into the bridge and walk into the plotting room, totally hijacking the ship. William
I'm
hands
not
the
saying, you know,
Mr.
there's
Pitt,
nothing
telling
bad,
him
you
to guard
know,
his
with the
life.
height or anything like
They
that,
conclude they have
but,
taken
you know,
control of
it
the
looks
whole
weird,
ship,
you know.
having trapped the crew in the forecastle, with a few loose sailors
I'm used
locked
to
up in
either
another
a short
century.
guy or what's it called,
William tells Mr. Pitt to reactivate the
a good
weapon
size,
system and promotes
probably
Krill to
like,
captain.
no, there's no
In the
good
kitchen,
size, nobody's
Nash
perfect at the
thinks
end of the
Casey is
day.
tricky. Casey says
But
he's
the
not
villain's
tricky,
always
only
like either
Casey,
tall
and asks Nash
or
to
kind
call
of the
the
same
bridge to
height, you
ask what's
know.
going on, and to be
And it
careful.
looks good. Either way, it
Nash
looks good.
calls and asks if everything is all right, saying they hear gunshots. Krill answers it was party poppers and firecrackers. William tells him to inform
I know
Nash
that
someone to relieve him.
guy.
William says they're in an unsecured area, asking if they are down there. Krill answers it's a stupid cook and an armed Marine. And William
Am I
says
dumb
down
or do I
two
know
of
that
the
guy?
mercenaries
Yeah.
stand. Krill says the Marine is armed and thinks they should send down more. But William explains they are professionals. and
A
that the
lot
ship
of
can
people
handle
used to
20
dress
Marines
like
and
that,
100
man.
cooks. Nash tells Casey
You can
he's
tell the
wrong,
difference from
and that
now
was
and back
firecrackers.
then. Wow.
Casey responds he for sure has shit for brains, saying if he frees
You
him,
can
they'll
even
go
tell
and
by
take care of him.
the, you know,
Private Nash replies he'll
by the
be
clothes
relieved
of the
soon and tells him to
soldiers. You
shut
could
up.
tell
Suddenly,
how
the
it
two
looks
mercenaries
like, the
appear,
style of
taking his
it.
gun, asking where the cook is. and
I'm not
he
saying
tells
there's no difference,
them.
but
They
you
open the
know,
refrigerator and
now
start
it's
shooting.
kind of more
Casey
tech.
swiftly appears and knocks down the two,
Oh,
locking them
oh,
inside. He takes the keys to the handcuffs, and the mercenaries start shooting to get out.
oh.
Casey turns off the lights, and as the two come
Oh.
out, they have a hard time navigating.
This I can tell is a good movie, man.
Casey takes
I
his
love
throwing
movies
knife,
like this,
with
man.
which he takes out one,
Oh,
after which he jumps out and quickly takes out the second one.
oh.
He picks up their gear and weapons.
Don't get me
and
wrong. I
starts
forgot
preparing
who's
something
that
he puts
guy.
in
I
the
think he's been on
microwave, which he
the
turns on.
movie
In the plotting room,
Expendables,
they hear that
or
an F-18 has
maybe
been sent to
so.
look for the chopper. Meanwhile,
I think that
Casey
guy
has
was
reached the
one of the
captain's
highest
cabin,
paid
seeing the dead
actors
captain,
in the
who he covers with the
19s.
captain's dress uniform.
In the
Outside,
1990s,
William
actually.
and the others watch intently as the F-18 appears, and in the
I'm gonna see if I
plotting
can find them
room,
and
they
react
lock
to
onto
one
the
of his
F-18,
movies so y'all can know
firing
which one I'm
and
talking
shooting it
about.
down. And Krill gives a toast and they start celebrating. A
Wow.
man called Tom Breaker from the CIA has been summoned by Admiral Bates, who is having William on. William threatens
Why
to
he
kill
look
Crew
like
and
that?
retaliate with everything in the ship's arsenal if any ship or aircraft approach within 100 miles,
Mm.
including the launch codes for 32 Tomahawks on board. They ask what his objective
Oh,
is,
the
but
old,
William ignores
the
their
old
question and
code,
continues
man.
talking, making threats, and acts totally insane. After
The
which he hangs up.
computers, the
Mr. Breaker
monitors,
explains to Admiral
when they
Bates
receive
that William worked with
messages
them
as
until they
codes,
canceled the
yeah.
operation and tried to take down William with it since he was insane. William orders Mr. Pitt to fire, and they send a missile.
I mean, don't get me
Everyone on
wrong.
the ship
Some
hears
of some
it,
of those
and soon
actors,
after,
even
the missile
I
hits
think
its
directors, they
Admiral
passed
Bates
away,
and the
man.
others remark William took
Wow.
out their satellite relay. They
Even
make
the
a
ones
phone
that are
call to
already
the
like
White
60
House to
years
wake up the
old,
president. Inside the ship,
50 years
they are looking
old,
to break apart
they
beams,
most of them
which they
even
are
passed
lifting up
away,
and out of the
man.
ship, all of which Casey sees from underneath.
I mean, Steven Seagal is
A few
what,
moments
50,
later,
60 years
Casey
old?
has reached the mast deck where he sees a few dead Marines
He
and sailors.
looks.
He
I
pushes
think
a
he was in
big
his
cake aside,
20,
and
nah,
suddenly, music
30s
starts and
actually.
Jordan appears, dancing, and Casey yells to her to shut the music off. He takes her inside a room, and Jordan
Did not
calls,
expect that.
asking what happened to the dead people. Casey asks who she is, and she explains she's Jordan Tate, who's July '89, and that she became motion sick and took some pills, from which she must have fallen asleep. He asks how many there were on the helicopter, and she replies it was full, but doesn't know exactly. Jordan then asks if he's some special forces guy or something, and he replies he's just a cook, and she exclaims, "Oh my God, we're gonna die." He will list all the weapons and ammunition still on board USS Missouri for Admiral
Wow.
Bates, including 8 nuclear-tipped Tomahawks. Admiral Bates asks Mr. Breaker who this William is, and Breaker answers.
I also
that
have a
William
series
is
that
under
I'm
armed
planning
for a
on, but I
special
don't want to
operation take
spoil
out
it,
by
you
sinking
know.
the North Korean nuclear weapons
But it's gonna
submarine.
require
The
me
news is
some
insane.
funds in order for
Creative
me
thinking
to
get
do
the
it,
job done.
and especially on a daily
However,
basis
as
if
they
I want to
realized
grow
he
it.
became a threat, they tried
But
to
hey,
neutralize
I'm
him,
not gonna
but
say
missed.
it yet,
On
but
the
it
ship,
will be
William is
available
communicating with
in
people on a
this
submarine,
channel.
telling them where to meet. Suddenly, a mercenary tells William 2 and their
Submarine?
team are missing, and Krill starts saying he told him they should have sent down more men.
Mm.
Casey puts Jordan in a locker, saying she'll be safe.
She fixed
but
it.
She starts screaming, and Casey has to explain to her what happens if anybody hears her. She begs him to let her come with him.
Mm.
Casey explains that, if she is coming with him, she's got to be invisible, and says he will give her a gun.
Oh,
if
she'll
she
be
works for him.
invisible. she was literally
William,
dancing a
Krill,
couple minutes
and a few
ago.
others reach the kitchen, and William comments.
No, of
from what he
course. Oh,
sees
yeah,
that
she's
professional
invisible.
killed his men. Krill tries to convince him.
So
Casey
he's the
is
bad
wrong,
guy.
But William doesn't buy it. Suddenly, the microwave starts beeping, and William yells at everyone to get down. The microwave
Oh, they
explodes,
know.
And moments afterwards, William remarks this.
The
is
type
no
of
longer
bombs
a
were
He
massive
tells
back
Krill he
then,
wants to
man.
see the file on this
You know how
secret
many
book.
movies I've seen with
The
bombs like
Admiral
that,
and
and
other high-ranking
microwaves,
officers make up a
car
plan to send
bombs,
SEAL teams to
you
take
name
out
it.
USS Missouri's radar
I think I
and
seen with a
weapons
water
systems.
bottle.
They failed to launch an airstrike
I
and
don't know,
destroyed the
man.
entire ship.
Talking about water
Krill
bottle.
finds Casey's file,
Water.
not in personnel, but in the captain's
And also,
file
by the
cabinet.
way,
It says Casey
don't
is
drink this
ex-SEAL,
water, even though I'm
expert in
drinking it
martial
because
arts,
that's all I had. But
explosives, weapons,
if you can,
tactics, having
avoid this
received a
water.
Silver Star, Navy Cross, and Purple Heart with cluster. A soldier appears saying 2 more in their team are missing. Jordan
Mm.
complains, asking why she has to carry everything. And Casey tells her to gladly carry if she kills whoever they
She looked like one of them kids,
Suddenly,
man.
Casey tells her to stay and he'll be back in just
One
a
of them
minute.
ratchet kids
He
back
goes
then.
outside, taking down some guards. He
Oh.
goes to fetch some type of equipment.
That was
jumping
fast.
into a lifeboat and setting up some parabolic antenna. Meanwhile, William's men are welding things all over the ship. Casey gets back to Jordan. and
Now you
uses the
see,
equipment to
in some
contact the
scenes he
admiral.
looks kind of
He
like,
explains to them Commander
you know, the
Crow's
same
equipment
size
is
as
good,
other
and
guys
they are
because it's
professionals,
like, I think it's the
creating
camera
some welding
angle.
system to offload Tomahawks. They
But
tell him they
wow.
want him to coordinate his efforts with them and wait for the strike team. Jordan remarks he's no cook, and Casey replies, he also cooks. Next, the two go out on the deck, and Casey tells her to hide while he runs to the helicopter all the mercenaries arrived in. Meanwhile, somewhere else on deck, William asks Krill what
They
he'll do
must
when he
have.
gets
I feel like
$200
it's always
million
the actors like having a thing
And the
going on
answer is
behind the
a lot of
scenes. They must have
Casey
had
uses
a,
a highly
something at
flammable
least,
grenade
man.
to create a simple time bomb. Suddenly, mercenaries
I'm not saying they
notice him
did, but they
succeed.
must have
He
something.
quickly grabs a wire
It
and
always
jumps
happens. I'm
overboard.
saying it right
After
now.
which the
It
helicopter
always
explodes.
happens behind the scenes.
Casey makes his way from the place on the exterior. as
The
someone else just
helicopter.
finds
How they
Jordan.
gonna escape now?
She starts screaming she doesn't know anything.
Oh.
And suddenly Casey appears, taking down and killing the
Oh,
mercenaries.
oh,
The
oh.
two run inside, and Casey prepares a trap. As the others
Mmm.
try to follow them, the hatch explodes. William
Oh.
comments the cook is a pain in the ass.
So yeah,
and
they're
Krill
the
says
bad
he knows
guys.
what to do. Next, Krill explains there's a fire sprinkler in the forecastle, and if they turn it on, Casey will kill himself trying to save all the people that will drown inside as the compartment floods.
Nah,
As
that's
Casey and Jordan make
unfair.
their way through the ship, they suddenly hear Morse code, someone knocking on the walls. Casey
Morse
picks up
code?
a voting machine, starts
I had to
looking
learn
at
that.
hatch, which people inside get worried about, and then kicks the door in. They are all pleased to
Wait,
see, and Casey
I know that
starts explaining
character.
the situation, handing out guns. Suddenly, in the plotting room, they think there's a power surge.
That character, I think he acted in Breaking Bad.
Casey and the others conclude the weapons
I don't know if y'all
system will be
seen him.
disabled within a half hour. Immediately
Yeah, I know that
all over the
that
ship.
drug dealer
Suddenly,
in the
Casey
first
goes
couple
to
of
the nearest
seasons, I
ship
think it was
and shows how the crew is panicking
on
as
Walter
the water is
White.
rising,
I
shooting
mean,
the guy.
Breaking
Casey
Bad,
comments
because it's
they have to
also
save
Saul
One of them remarks
Goodman
they will have a trap, but Casey responds they are
or
not
Better
expecting
Call
all
Saul.
that,
Okay,
and they
now I
begin
remember.
working on a plan.
So there's
Next
two,
up,
Better Call Saul
they
and
start
Breaking
taking
Bad.
out and
So on
distracting
Breaking
guards
Bad,
close
if I
to the
remember
coast,
right,
and
the
then turn off
first
the water
season
flow with
or
fire
second
sprinklers.
season, I don't remember. I
Suddenly,
never
in the
watched the
middle
show,
of
by the
shooting,
way.
Admiral
But
Bates
if y'all know the
calls, and
first
Jordan
drug
answers.
dealer, Walter
They
White,
wonder
you
who
know,
she is and ask where
has
Casey
a
is,
couple of
and she tells
issues,
them they're
and you
at gunpoint.
know,
She hands
I'm not
Casey
talking
the
about
rifle,
Jesse. I'm talking
and
about like
Admiral
the
Bates
guy. I think it's
remarks he
Tuco.
totally
I don't know the
disobeyed his
name,
orders of waiting for backup.
but he's in
Casey
here. I didn't
answers
know
his
that,
son
man.
and says
He looks
they
very
may
young.
court-martial him if he lives. Admiral
But it was
Bates
for a
informs him
couple
the
of split
SEAL team is
seconds, to
on
be
ground
honest,
and
which,
authorizes
you
him to
know.
do whatever he needs to do to aid in the arrival of the SEAL team, and then hangs up to let them.
But I feel like the payment wasn't.
Casey makes.
I mean, unless he shows up a
running
couple
through
of
the
more
ship,
seconds or
killing
minutes, then I
mercenaries
think
while
the
trying to
payment
get to
was
the deck.
quite very good.
Suddenly, Jordan exclaims she won't stay back, and starts running after Casey, all while the others yell at her to stay. When Casey asks what she's doing, she responds the safest place on the ship is behind them. The two slowly.
And
make
don't get me
their way,
wrong, this movie
fighting
still, I
enemies.
feel like, still generates
The
money.
SEAL team is closing in, and Mr. Pitt sees them. William tells him
Regardless
to
how many people
but
see
when
it,
trying,
still
the
generates
weapon
money.
system doesn't work. William makes a call to the submarine. Hearing helicopters, Casey tells Jordan that now the good guys are coming.
All them
However,
movies still
suddenly,
generate.
RPGs are
Besides
shot
the
from
ones
submarine,
that
and the
already
choppers are blown to
passed like
smithereens.
1920s,
Admiral Bates concludes they have
the
no
40s
choice
and
but to launch a
50s.
full air assault.
If they're
William
posted
and the others
on
find
some
dead members
shows
of
or
the
some
team,
YouTube
and
channels,
William
then
speaks
yeah,
out
they're
loud
still
the ship
generating
fire
money.
was cooked. Whatever the
But,
price would have been, it
whoo-hoo.
would have been worth it. While they have started offloading tomahawks to the submarine, Jordan is helping Casey somewhere in the ship to dismantle hand grenades and other weapons to create some type of bomb. Casey then makes his way from the ship down into the water, and then to the submarine. People, however, see him and start shooting at him, and one person hits him with an anchor. He
Oh,
plants the bomb, blows it, and swims back to the ship. Being
oh,
badly hurt, he's not ready when a guy appears with a gun, and just before
oh,
Casey
nah,
is about to
you
be
you
shot,
can't be moving
Jordan
after
appears
that.
and kills the guy. William and
Oh,
Krill
she
are
got
informed
him.
they no longer can submerge. Krill says he'll fix the damage, and William says he will go and make Hawaii glow in the dark. Meanwhile, Jordan helps Casey with the injury. Mr.
Nah,
Pitt
there's
tells
no
William
way,
that
man.
Jordan's system is dead and remarks
Nobody
his
would
face.
survive that.
William picks up a gun, and Mr. Pitt immediately changes his attitude and becomes more optimistic. Casey and Jordan
There he
meet the
is.
others. They all look at the submarine and discuss how
So
they
it's
will take it
kind
out.
of like a split couple of
Casey
seconds,
points at the
man.
big guns on the deck and says they still have shells for those. Suddenly,
Yeah, see him
Mr. Pitt
again.
gets the system working
So that's
again,
3
saying
scenes.
they'll have full control of the weapons in a few minutes.
Mm.
Simultaneously, Casey and the others are loading the big guns. First, they fire Starburst. William runs out to look what's happening, and Krill laughs, saying they have no shells that can hurt them. Casey
Mm.
and the others change the angle of the guns and fire, this time a real shell, creating some real noise, but unfortunately misses. Krill and the mercenaries quickly fix the damage temporarily, and shout they have to dive. Casey and the others reload and adjust the angle of the guns. They
Mm.
fire, and while Krill repeats to himself that Casey is dead to comfort himself, they make a direct hit. William gets so furious, he starts acting insane.
Of course.
Saturdays is little. His men mention they can light up Hawaii now, and William yells at everybody to get out. William launches 2 tomahawks.
Oh,
He
nah.
sits down in a chair and starts signing. The admiral is informed about the launch, and that the tomahawks will reach Honolulu in 24 minutes. The
24
CIA
minutes.
agents tell each other they'll blame everything on the cook. Casey asks Jordan to run and get the communications device.
Of course, he never follows the rules, man.
The device, all while Casey bumps into some mercenaries and
Oh.
starts shooting them down and fighting them. Meanwhile, F-18s take off to intercept the tomahawks. Casey
I think
reaches
people
the
had an
fighting
issue
room,
with
but is
Steven
suddenly
Seagal
stopped by
when
William.
it comes to
Suddenly,
not dying
William comments
ever.
it has been a
The
long
man
time
never
since they saw
dies.
each other last time, and Casey answers it sure has.
I
calling him
think
sir.
I don't know if it was The Rock, some other celebrities as well, that they had a problem that they, you know, some characters or basically themselves in other movies, they never ever die.
William talks insanity. Suddenly, Casey attacks him, and the two start fighting with knives. They are both very good, but Casey is somewhat better. And just a minute into the fight, William slips, and Casey takes the key. Meanwhile, one of
They gotta look funny though, the way.
Down one of the tomahawks.
Man, wow.
Casey contacts the admiral. He explains there is one tomahawk left. Chief Casey loads
The
case, and
90s, man.
officers read a code number for him to plug in.
I feel like this was
Casey
in
inputs
the
number,
mid 80s.
and
Nah, it
suddenly,
must have been the
at
90s or
last minute,
2000s.
The tomahawk is eliminated.
Nah, he looks
They
young,
start
so
celebrating,
I'm
but
calling the
then Casey
90s.
sees bombers approaching them,
I might
and
be
informs
wrong.
the
It might be
admiral not to
80s.
forget to call off the air assault. The admiral calls it off, and next up, Casey and the others.
But there's so much like scenes in here, like
a doctor tells Casey
bank
they need to
scenes,
stick
or a
his
lot
hand,
of type of
and
scenes
Casey
back
jokingly
then.
says
See, he's right
what
there.
he is.
He looks
He
mad
asks
young.
Casey jokingly to show a move, and he shows them one. In the last scene,
There you go.
as
That's
they have
he's
reached
right
San
there. I
Francisco,
might point
they
it for
all
y'all.
pay tribute to their fallen friends.
But wow.
The end. Thank you for watching.
Anyways, y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know what to do, man. And anyways, y'all, let's react to more videos, man. And again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you join the Humble Nation, because we're posting every single day, no matter what. But hey, this is my job, by the way, as well. But let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. But anyways, y'all, one more time, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. God bless y'all, by the way. And yeah, I messed up so bad. God bless y'all, by the way, one more time, or as many times as I can. But anyways, y'all, like, share, subscribe. Y'all already know. Stay tuned for the next video, and let's keep posting. Let's go, man. Let's go.